What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video, and today we have for you a LeBron 21 review. This is my first official review. I have to say, man, the LeBron 20 was an absolute banger. Like, I love the LeBron 20. I think it may be one of the best models he's ever released. Best signature colorways, best performance shoes, probably his best performance sneaker of all time. I get it. Evolution's always going to be better the more you go. So, like, the Jordan 38 is going to be way better than a Jordan 4 or Jordan 8 or Jordan 12. The LeBron 20, man. Phenomenal sneaker. I mean, I have one right here. This is the debut colorway, right? It's just a gorgeous looking sneaker. The comfort, Nike knocked it out the park with the LeBron 20. So here we enter LeBron 21. 21 sneakers. So I have a 21. This is a Jordan 21, which is crazy, right? Now we have a LeBron 21. Maybe I'll do a little comparison between both the 21s. This is the furthest we ever seen a silhouette go to. Of course, Jordan's on 38, LeBron's on 21. Those two are the top as far as signature line. So I'll say this. To me, the LeBron 20 looks better. In my opinion, I do like the tech that we get. It's virtually the same, so they haven't moved too much there as far as the tech side of things. So I'm sure these are going to be a monster to play in. So I'm super excited about that. But the idea behind this particular model was pearls. But I believe it's called Abalone or Abalone, something like that. Something in that realm. When I actually looked up the shell on Google Images, you'll see what this sneaker is basically influenced by. Super dope that they're putting the actual pearls, so real life pearls, into certain colorways. In fact, pretty much every colorway he has a pearl that represents it. And of course, the pearl being his daughter, Zuri. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. And that's his pearl. That's his little princess. That's his baby girl. And this was supposed to be a representation off of that, which I thought was a really cool idea. So we see hits of pearl throughout the design of the shoe. It's also on the box, right? So we have this box. This is the front or the lid part of the box. And you have that pearl design already. Then you have LeBron James's signature in the middle. Then we have 21 cut out on one of the sides of the box. We have the lid. You see that shape again. And again, represents that pearl opening up. So that's, to me, a dope touch. We have the label, right? Size 10. This says industrial blue LeBron 21, right? So we got a LeBron 21 industrial blue. You do have the LJ logo on this side. Pretty cool stuff, right? So we unpack it. Let me make sure you guys are in frame still. And we have two sheets of paper. So one is a clear, regular paper. We'll put the sneakers to the side. And then the second piece of paper is this like oily pearl look again. Just still keeping that pearl theme. This does come with a card which tells you the tech specs, which I think is super dope. So you do have the 21, such as that. And then you have LeBron James' signature again. And then it opens up like a booklet. And then you have the tech specs here, right? I'm going to try to pause it for you guys here so you guys can see. Or if you guys want to pause it just so you guys can see the tech specs. So real quick, we have a zoom in the forefoot, zoom in the heel, Cushlon throughout. So really dope shoe. And what I like about this one, and it kind of plays into not only performance, but it also plays into the design of the sneaker, is there's an engineered layer, right? So underneath, you know what? I'll just show it to you, right? So pretty cool shit that Nike did to me with the LeBron 21. And now we have this colorway. And again, this colorway is super iridescent. It changes colors, or it changes a little bit depending on how the light is. I'm going to try to see if I can capture it. The light's a little bit behind me. Let me see if I could move it in a way. So if you see, hopefully you guys can capture it. But if you see, it kind of moves and you see how beautiful this is. Now, there's actually a pearl in this color. Again, I will put the pearl back up. You even see on the shoelaces, this little tab that we have here, it does have 21. And it also is that iridescent look, which is, I think, really, really nice touch. Now, this colorway is a little bit nutty. As far as rocking it, I mean, you could rock any performance sneaker, in my opinion, with some tech fleece. But as far as rocking it, dressed up, I should say, it'll be difficult probably to pull it out, but I'm sure somebody can. What's interesting to me is this doesn't feel like leather. This doesn't feel like suede. I don't know what this material is. It's very smooth to the touch. You do have hints of patent leather on the tongue. You do have that fly wire material. So this material here is actually all throughout the shoe, which is also giving it that pearlized shape, right? That pearl shape that we see on the LeBron 21. And also on the traction, you do have this translucent look. Again, very cool because it almost has this iridescent touch to it or look to it, depending on what angle that you're looking at it from, which I, again, think that it's a super dope touch. The one thing that I'm not solely in love with this particular pair is the quality. I don't really know exactly what materials are being used for this. It's not really a patent leather. I don't know. It feels plastic, to be honest. But I guess you needed that to get this sort of ink or design on this upper. So that's just one thing to point out. As far as basketball tech, it's going to be the same as the 20 virtually. What seems like the only difference, and shout out to Sneaker Tech Talk, the Cushlon on this is throughout. And on this one, it seems like the Cushlon stops about here, and on the heel you have a different density foam. This possibly can be Phylon, which is a more firmer cushion, which is great because there were moments where this felt a little bit too mushy. So that seems to be the only difference as far as the midsole compared to the 20. But again, this is a really cool sneaker. We're gonna go over it a little bit together. You do have 21 right here, right? You do have that fly wire again poking out, and that's going to be throughout the entire sneaker. You can see it on the interior swoosh, right? You can see the design. They try to pull it into the Cushlon as well, right? That iridescent traction pattern. You do get some holes on the tongue. LeBron's signature on the tongue, quilted on the back. Very clean. On the interior of this model, you have like a hand with 4 rings representing LeBron's championships. Pretty sick. So what I'll do is I'm going to try these on feet for you guys. So as I put the first model on, or first sneaker on, I should say, these feel a little bit more snug than the 20, in my opinion. The knit on the 20 is very nice and very soft and molds to your feet. And with this, you could definitely feel like you're going to get a lot more containment. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, and I'll mention it once I get these off. The eyelets on these are placed a little bit differently. As far as feel, these feel pretty damn good. Definitely seems like a LeBron 20, a little bit more containment than LeBron 20 off the top. Right, that's something that I feel like I noticed a little bit. If I really lock these in, a real nice feel on the basketball court. I was actually thinking about playing in this model in particular. Right, this model, this colorway to me isn't really great. There weren't a lot of misses on the LeBron 20, which made it such a great shoe. This to me, this colorway is a little bit outlandish, but on the court, these will probably look really fire. So I think I'm going to try them out, man. I'm going to try them out on the basketball court, see how they feel, see if I like them a little bit better than the 20. Take it from there, all right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And on that note, we out. Peace.